Good morning, this is Jeremy Williams, a sewer line truck professional here at 612 North Genesee Avenue in Los Angeles, performing a follow-up examination of the main sewer line. Last time we were out, about 15 feet into the line, there was a blockage. I marked the area out with orange marking paint, recommended that the blockage be cleared by either cleaning the line or, if that wasn't the cause, by replacing whatever fitting was used that was stopping the system. You can see that they've just fixed the issue. I'm now able to actually get past that area. Here we are transitioning into the vitrified clay portion of the main sewer line. This is an original piping to the property's development. It's not newer. Clay piping is a good material for main sewer lines, primarily for the fact that it does not rust or corrode over time. As it's not naturally decaying, it has this potential for a nearly unlimited lifespan. The main causes for issue in clay piping are two things. First and foremost, it's quite susceptible to root intrusions. Roots will intrude into this piping through the joints, and they are not an immediate indication that the pipe has somehow failed. However, roots really do rely on proper and thorough maintenance being performed on a regular basis. Failure to properly maintain clay systems can result in premature damage being caused to the system. It can also facilitate backups, blockages. So far, we've seen really no indication of root intrusions. The line, however, was recently cleaned. And I would just advise that a continuing maintenance occur, as it's well worth it. Right here we are transitioning out of the clay and into an older cast iron. Cast iron is a metal, and it rusts and corrodes over time. Typically with cast iron piping, you'll get between 60 and 80 years of life expectancy before it will eventually and inevitably rust through, to the point where cracks and holes start to form in the piping. The trickiest part of cast iron is that no test exists that will tell us how much pipe wall is left in any one area through this type of examination. Really, the only way to identify that is to dig it up, cut it open, and look, which isn't really feasible. That being said, when cast iron has actually started to fail, there are typically clear indications, which we are not seeing at this time. Cast iron also, you can kind of gauge its age just off the amount and severity of rust buildup on the inner wall of the pipe. Given that, this cast iron appears to be original to the property, and while it has not currently started to fail, it's definitely looking a bit older. And how much longer it'll continue to operate, is questionable. The only way to monitor cast iron is through video examinations, which I would suggest should be performed at least every couple of years at this point, which can help to detect failures at their earliest stages. But again, as of right now, it is working. There's some residual roots there to the right. Again, it was recently cleaned, so there's not any significant roots currently, which is nice. We're making our vertical drop down. Suspect we'll be seeing the city sewer very soon. Here you can see we have some residual root intrusions. And look at this area more closely. On the right, you can actually see what almost looks like a level change. Debris there. Yeah, there's a big hole right there. Pipe. This pipe is badly damaged right here. Bottom right hand corner, there's a big hole in the pipe. Cast it now. I'm going to come back. I want to look at that in a second. Once again, there's our city sewer connection right there. This is where the owner of this property's responsibility ends, right here. The piping from here back is owned by this individual property. can see they've left some roots in here. Right there is a very thick root. It's almost a branch at this point. And then to the right, you can actually see how the pipe actually falls away. There's a big hole in the pipe. No question, that needs to be dug up and repaired. Going to pause recording here and locate this system. Alright, so this section of the pipe is 9 feet 4 inches, about 9.5 feet underneath the street. Indicated the area with orange marking paint. Before any dig were made, of course, the contractor performing the repair would have to verify that marking at that depth. It's would be important to do, but there's a really good view of the hole in the pipe there, right to the right of the footage counter. Big gap there. Where that big ball of roots is just a hole. And that is going to conclude the video portion of this examination. Again, this is Jeremy Williams with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a great day.